encourage them to look for what fits with them or just what fits an opportunity. And someone's like, oh, I have a ton of experience in coding and building websites, and I think I create this like even better. Would you emphasize like, oh, look for the opportunity or look for something that fits with them?
One of the toughest questions is something I ask myself, right? Because we've bought projects where it really fit me, really, really fit me.
Mm.
And then we brought projects where it didn't fit me, but there was some element that still made it attractive. Like maybe we bought an app that had really low churn, 1.2% churn. And so even though the app and the industry and the customers was not something I knew about at all, even the technology, it was like Angular 0.9. I never even used Angular. A lot of things didn't fit me, but when I saw that the churn was 1.2%, that fit me because I've been working on apps that were high churn and trying to figure out how do you keep people from canceling. So I would say when you're trying to figure out, should I go based on something that really fits me well, where it's my comfort zone, or go based on has like something that has really good metrics in general, this is a good deal, maybe it's a good price or whatever. I would say it's really all about your judgment, and your judgment is going to be based off your own self-awareness and in your own, flexibility with adopting new ideas. There's a lot of times where the reason someone is selling their project is because they're too close to the problem. They can't see the solution. They can't see how their app could be way better if they tweaked this feature or fired that customer or changed the pricing. They can't see it. And so you get a lot of benefit from being that outsider, that sort of ignorant spectator looking inwards. You go, well, what if we just turn this lever and turn that one and see what happens? And that's why sometimes new operators can come in and literally breathe fresh blood into it almost subconsciously because they don't have the baggage and the technical debt and all of the paranoia and the assumptions that the original creator had. So there's a benefit to not being in your comfort zone, but you have to be aware of what your comfort zone really is. So like, let's say, for example, I'm good at sales. I think I can hop on calls and very agreeable. I be entertaining and I could be educational, right? I'm good at sales. However, I also never want to buy projects that require demo calls and sales. So it's like, am I depriving myself of opportunities because I've developed this skill and I intentionally avoid using it? Yeah, maybe, but that's because like that's sort of the opportunity you have at a higher level when you get into this type of entrepreneurship is you can choose to atrophy some of your skills so that you can improve other skills. So if I had spent the last few years doubling down on my sales skill, I would maybe be really bad at coding, but instead, I fought against gravity and said, no, I want to be better at coding because I think that's going to help me achieve my longer term skills, my longer term goals rather of, chilling out and building things that scale and not working as hard because things are kind of working automatically. And now I've rejected chasing things that fit me for things that don't currently fit me in order to have a future lifestyle that will fit me, if that makes sense. So it's a multi-pronged approach. And I'm not saying this to sound like I'm playing 4D chess, but I think all of us, depending on how you process the idea in the short-term and long-term gains, you can find things that are a good quote unquote fit for your skills, whether they are appealing to you at first impression or not.
I like that.